This the toothless beast story is from ancient times, when humans did not trust dogs and only relied on them for security purposes. Then, when the dog gets older, they have no use for it, and man leaves them alone in the jungle to fend for themselves. A farmer once had a faithful dog called Leonardo, who had grown old and lost all his teeth, so that he could no longer hold on to anything. One day, the farmer was standing with his wife at the front door of their house and said, "Tomorrow I plan on taking old Leonardo out into the jungle because he is no longer of any use." His wife, who felt pity for the faithful beast, answered, "He has served us so long and been so faithful that I think we should give him what he has earned." What? You are not very smart. He doesn't have a tooth left in his mouth, so there's not a thief in the world who would be afraid of him. So now he can leave. He has served us well, and for that he has good food to eat." The poor dog, who was lying stretched out in the sun not far off, had heard everything and was sorry that tomorrow was to be his last day. He had a good friend, the wolf, and he crept out in the evening into the forest to him and complained of the fate that awaited him. "Oh, oh," said the wolf, "be of good cheer. I will help you out of your trouble. I have thought of something. Tomorrow, early in the morning, your master is going with his wife to make hay, and they will take their little child with them, for no one will be left behind in the house during work time. The parents will need to lay the child under the hedge in the shade. You lay yourself there too, just as if you were going to guard the little one. Then I will come out of the woods and carry off the child. You must rush swiftly after me, as though you were going to take the child away from me. I'll give you back the child, and you will take it back to its parents, who will think that you have saved it, and will be far too grateful to do you any harm. Rather, you will be in high favor, and they will never let you be in need of anything again. The plan pleased the dog, and it was carried out just as it was arranged. The father screamed when he saw the wolf running across the field with his child. But when old Leonardo brought the little one back, he was full of joy, and he pet him and said, "Not a hair of yours shall be harmed. You shall eat of my food freely as long as you live." And to his wife he said, "Go home at once and make old Leonardo some bread, so that he will not have to bite, and bring the pillow out of my bed, and I will give him that to lay upon." From that day on, old Leonardo was as well up as he could ever wish to be. Soon afterward, the wolf visited him and was pleased that everything had succeeded so well. For payment of the favor I did for you, you will turn a blind eye when I have the chance. I carry off one of your master's fat sheep. Don't count on it. I will remain true to my master. I cannot agree to that. The wolf thought that the old dog must have been joking about, not agreeing with him. So, one night, he came creeping about in the night and was going to take away the sheep. But the farmer, to whom the faithful Leonardo had told the wolf's plan, caught him and dressed his hide soundly with the flail. The wolf had to pack off, but he cried out to the dog, "Just you wait, you scoundrel! You shall pay for this." The next morning, the wolf sent the wild boar to challenge the dog to come out into the forest so that they might settle the so-called agreement that the wolf thought was broken. Old Leonardo could find no one to stand by him but a cat with only 3 legs. As they went out together, the poor cat limped along, and at the same time stretched out her tail into the air in pain. The wolf and his friend were already at the spot appointed, but when they saw their enemy coming, they thought that he was bringing a sword with him, for they mistook the outstretched tail of the cat for a sword, and when the poor cat hopped on its 3 legs, they could only think every time that it was picking up a stone to throw at them, So they were both afraid. The wild boar crept into the underbrush, and the wolf jumped up a tree. The dog and the cat, when they came up, wondered why there was no one to be seen. The wild boar, however, had not been able to hide altogether, and one of his ears was still visible, while the cat was looking cautiously about. The boar wiggled his ear. The cat, who thought it was a mouse moving, jumped upon it and bit it hard. The boar made a fearful noise and ran away, crying out, "Spare me, please, please, the wolf is up in the tree." The dog and the cat looked up and saw the embarrassed wolf, who was ashamed of having shown himself to be afraid, and he made friends again with the old dog. Then the three of them lived happily ever after, till the day when Leonardo passed away. End.